All right. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you how to be a profitable trader. Now, if you're looking for a video to sort of learn how to do technical analysis and do and marking up your charts to make actual trades, please refer to my 10-step trade plan that's currently in the works, but 3 videos are already out. This is more about risk management and kind of organizing your trade history so that you can make better trades, right? So right here, I have where we put all the trades, right? So if you're familiar with Nadex, they send out through an Excel file, basically when you bought the trade, your trade commission or your fee payment, what the settlement price was, or when you bought out. So you can always buy early and get out for a smaller loss or a short or a small or a quick profit. So you can kind of see right here I have either a loss or a win, the amount of profit or loss, and then the actual ticker. So GDP USD or USD, Euro USD. So after you put all this in, so these are just, as you can tell, these two are just drop down. So that's a drop down. You pick your pair. This is a drop down too. I have multiple. For this purposes, I'm only doing one account, but you can set up more than one account, so you can kind of manage it that way also. But this then takes all this information and it auto-populates over here, and it kind of gives me my breakdown, right? And gives me some important information. So for August, I made $195, right? Based off this trade history. September, I'm up $44 based off this trade history, and kind of go down right here on these September trades. That's how much I've made. Now, if you scroll over, you can kind of see up here at the top, my starting balance was about $1,500.90, which is, not an even amount, but that's what I started with. You can see my total gains, which is $234. Or $39.25, and my percentage gain, which is about 15%. And then I also calculate number of trades and then average win per trade or average loss. So if I'm actually losing money, that would be a negative amount. Deposit, so I can always deposit more money. So if let's say I wanted to deposit $1,000, everything would kind of change. So then I would only be about 9% up instead of that 15%. But we'll take that off. And you can kind of go over here. This is kind of the same thing. It's just I like it to be kind of a nicer view, and this kind of looks better to me. Now, one thing that I have is this win-loss ratio. So it tells me my total wins, which I have 10 wins. I have 3 losses, and my average win is actually 33.88, and my average loss is about 33.17. So if you look at that, that's about a 1-to-1 ratio, right? So I'm okay with 1-to-1. So ultimately, the higher win-loss ratio. So if you're like 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, that's obviously a little bit better, but you're going to probably have a lot more losses on your account because trying to get those win-loss ratios, it's harder to win those trades. So right now it's at a 76.92% win-loss ratio, which I've averaged out. So if you're above 68%, you're typically in the green. So that's what I kind of like. Now, you can kind of see right here, I've made kind of goals, right? So right here, I want, with the formula, I want to make about 5% each month in that account. So for example, right now I'm at 15%, so I'm actually 3 times my goal. And then for this month, for September, I'm about halfway to meeting my goal of that 5% each month. And that just kind of gets taken off and then this actually gets bigger as my account size gets bigger. I also have this kind of to sort of estimate what my earnings are based off win-loss ratio. So actually my win-loss ratio that I have averaged out is actually less than a 1-to-1. But I want it to be I want to have a higher win ratio than loss ratio, right? So you can see even with a 67% win-loss ratio, I'm still making money out of over a 60 trade period, right? So if I make 60 trades, I have a 67% win-loss ratio. I'm making about $200 on 2 contracts per trade. So you can see right here what I'm actually doing. So I'm at 10.3, so I'm at 77. And you can see that my profit should be about $190, but I'm actually at $239. So I'm actually above the estimated profit, that's awesome. So here, kind of going down, this is kind of year 1, year 2, going out and seeing how my account grows with that just 5% each month. If you can consistently do that, which 5% is not that much, but if you do that and you're consistent, in 10 years you can have about $315,000, making about an average of $9,000 a month, which that's awesome. That is amazing. And if if I get to that, I'll be, I'm happy now, but that would be a great goal to accomplish. So one thing that I really want to show you about how to be profitable is sort of with all this analysis, right? So this is one of the most important things. So right here, it kind of calculates all this information and puts it into here. So basically, off the Euro JPY, I've made about $5. The Euro GDP made about 20. The GDP USD, I've lost about $60. Which this tells me something, right? So if I have a lot of losing trades on a certain currency pair, that's telling me that my technical analysis or my trading on that pair is not up to par with these other pairs, and so that kind of steers me away from that pair specifically. So then I can move on to maybe the Euro USD where I'm up 200 or $181, right? So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick with Euro USD because I'm actually, being more profitable. So that's how it kind of, you can use this template and use this analysis just by, analyzing your trades. You can be a better trader and trade what you're profitable in, right? So that's kind of the gist of everything, and I kind of went through it kind of quickly, but yeah, I just want to sort of show you that you can be profitable with a lower win-loss ratio, and you can kind of keep on learning, keep on analyzing those trades so that you can be more profitable and staying away from pairs that you're not being profitable at. So I just want to thank you for listening. Really appreciate it. I hope this is beneficial to you. If so, give it a like. And as always, build knowledge and build wealth. Thank you.